Hi, do you know this man?
What's my name?
Jon Snow?
Exactly. Our beloved Jon Snow from Game of Thrones. What if I told you the man who portrayed Jon Snow, the quiet and determined hero we all admired, has his own story of battles, not with swords and enemies, but with the challenges life sometimes brings to all of us? We fell in love with Kit Harington as Jon Snow, the man who stood against impossible odds and never gave up. But while Jon fought for the Seven Kingdoms, Kit was facing challenges of his own, away from the cameras and the spotlight.
The character I was playing, who couldn't tell a lie, who was goodness personified, who was honesty, and me, Kit, was not.
For years, Kit brought Jon Snow to life, a character who carried the burden of duty and the weight of the world on his shoulders. In many ways, Kit's experience mirrored Jon's. The immense pressure to embody such a beloved character, day in and day out, wasn't easy.
Do people think you're Jon Snow?
Yeah, of course they do. And they're totally disappointed when you're not.
Fame can be a wonderful thing, but it can also be overwhelming. Kit has been open about how the success of Game of Thrones brought with it not just admiration, but also a lot of stress. It's something many of us can relate to, feeling like we have to live up to expectations, even when it feels like too much.
I was very proud of that play, and the character I built, but during that time, I didn't know who I was, really.
Like many who struggle silently, Kit turned to alcohol as a way to cope with the overwhelming pressures and emotions that came with his fame and the intense demands of his role. But what started as a way to numb the pain soon became its own source of suffering. Saying, "I used alcohol as a way to escape, to not feel what I was feeling." But it only made things worse. I realized I was in a downward spiral, and I knew I needed to stop before it was too late. Kit's journey with alcohol addiction was a challenging one. He shared openly about how he had to confront this struggle head-on, realizing that continuing down this path would not only harm his career, but more importantly, his health and well-being. But Kit's challenges didn't stop there. Alongside his battle with alcohol, Kit also faced intense anxiety and depression, conditions that are often intertwined with addiction. The pressure of playing Jon Snow, coupled with the demands of fame, led to feelings of isolation and overwhelming anxiety. For Kit, these struggles were compounded by the expectation to constantly be in the spotlight, to always appear strong and composed.
It's like it gets to that real basic element of your brain which is in total fear of something. I think that's kind of what anxiety is.
Through therapy and support, Kit began to confront these challenges. He learned coping mechanisms, found ways to manage his anxiety, and started to heal from the depression that had weighed him down for so long. In 2019, Kit took a brave step forward by checking into a wellness facility to address his struggles with alcohol and mental health. It was a decision that required immense courage, to admit he needed help and to take the necessary steps to heal. For Kit, these struggles were compounded by the expectation to constantly be in the spotlight, to always appear strong and composed. But underneath, he was dealing with the same fears and doubts that so many of us face.
During that play that I sort of collapsed and told people around me what was going on, and then finally took some action to address it.
What did you do?
Oh, well, I went to a rehab in America.
Through therapy and self-reflection, Kit began the process of healing, not just from his addiction, but from the underlying issues that had driven him to it. It's a reminder that recovery is possible, no matter how deep the struggle may feel. I make 2 videos per week about celebrities and their challenges and the way how they deal with it. If you're interested, don't forget to subscribe our channel and kill the notification bell. Kit Harington's journey is one of healing and hope. It's a reminder that even in our toughest moments, we can find our way through. Like Jon Snow rising again, Kit has come out on the other side, ready to embrace life with new strength and understanding. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious and cool.